Destiny isn't fixed. It's the sum of your past and the level of awareness you choose to live from now. That simple truth changes everything. From the very first moment of your existence, every thought, emotion, and decision has created a unique vibration that shapes the reality around you. You are not a prisoner of destiny. You are its co-creator. The universe is alive, and it responds to the energetic note you sustain. Many people believe destiny is a rigid script written by some force outside of themselves. But what we call destiny is really the reflection of your vibrational state. Free will isn't about controlling the external world. It's about choosing how you move through it. The map exists, but the path is drawn by your steps. Think of life as a road. The main route is outlined, but there are curves, turns, and shortcuts. The mistake isn't missing an exit. It's forgetting that you have an inner GPS, always ready to recalculate the route. That GPS is consciousness. When you awaken to it, the power returns to your hands. Destiny and free will are not opposites. They are partners. Destiny brings the lessons. Free will decides your attitude toward them. Every experience mirrors your current vibration. The reflection doesn't change on its own. It shifts when you change what you emit. The universe doesn't respond to what you want, but to what you are. It's not magic, it's resonance. Similar energy always attracts similar energy. That's why destiny changes when consciousness changes. It's a quiet, simple law. Before you were born, your soul already knew what it needed to learn. On subtler planes, you chose your challenges, your relationships, and the environments that would help you grow. These soul contracts aren't punishments, they're opportunities. Every encounter, every pain, every coincidence is part of a larger plan guided by the wisdom of your soul. The purpose isn't to suffer, but to remember. And remembering means recognizing that life is a school, not a battlefield. The soul's purpose doesn't demand a fixed destination, only a vibrational direction. It doesn't matter where you are. What matters is who you are while you're there. Reincarnation is the mechanism through which this expansion unfolds. You don't start from zero, you start from where you left off. Each new life is a vibrational continuation of the previous ones. The memories of the soul are stored on subtle levels. They appear as natural talents, unexplained fears, spontaneous attractions. What you call instinct is simply ancient wisdom reawakening. These memories create mental and emotional patterns known as samskaras. They shape your personality, your reactions, and your tendencies. They are traces of the past, asking to be transformed in the present. The soul carries unfinished lessons that return in new forms until the learning is complete. What once seemed like punishment reveals itself as movement, karma in action. Karma doesn't punish. Karma teaches. It's the mirror that reflects back to consciousness everything it sends out, so it can know itself. Karma doesn't respond to the form of an action, but to its vibration. An act of love and an act of guilt may look similar, but they create very different outcomes. The universe doesn't respond to appearances, it responds to energy. There are 3 types of karma: fixed, flexible, and transmutable. The first brings experiences that must happen. They're part of the soul's contract. The second is shaped by how you respond to what happens. The third dissolves once the lesson is truly learned. Nothing is unchangeable in the presence of awareness. And that's where the power of energy comes in. You don't attract what you ask for, you attract what you vibrate. Thoughts create waves, emotions give them strength. Together, they form a frequency, and that frequency is the magnet of destiny. Desires disconnected from coherence don't manifest. The universe responds to the harmony between thought, emotion, and action. 2 people can live through the same situation. One sees an obstacle, the other sees an opportunity. What changes isn't the scene, but the vibration. Frequency means steadiness, not excitement. The field prefers stability over emotional highs. The secret lies in maintaining your inner tone even when the world is loud. Your free will is real, but it's contextual. You can't control the wind, but you can choose how to set your sail. Destiny sends the waves, and your consciousness decides the dance. Freedom lives in how you respond, not in what happens. Automatic reactions keep the cycle going. Conscious responses transform it. There's a sacred moment between impulse and action, the pause. That's where true power lives. A single second of clarity can change years of destiny. The universe rearranges itself the moment you choose with awareness. That decision opens new probability lines, new vibrational routes. Not everything can be changed, but almost everything can be tuned. Karma is dynamic. The fixed notes of life, births, meetings, inevitable losses, are learning portals. But the melody, rhythm, and harmony are your choices. The universe provides the circumstances, you choose the vibration. Even the heaviest karma softens in the presence of love. Forgiveness changes the density of pain. The event remains, but suffering ends. The lesson is integrated, and energy flows again. The universe doesn't punish, it teaches until the heart understands. Yet one force keeps the old patterns alive: karmic momentum. It's the inertia of habits, the speed of a conditioned mind. Even when the soul awakens, the body still moves by old impulses. That's why awakening requires patience. Consciousness sees first. The body learns later. Mistakes, delays, detours, they're all part of the learning curve. Every missed turn reveals a new landscape. The universe even uses delays to teach rhythm. And when momentum slows down, synchronicities begin to appear. Nothing is random. Coincidences are messages with purpose, signs of alignment between your vibration and the flow of life. When you vibrate in coherence, the universe speaks. Signs show up as numbers, encounters, words, songs, subtle codes confirming your path. Synchronicity doesn't create destiny, it confirms alignment. It's the echo of the universe saying yes. But the wise don't cling to signs, they embody them. When consciousness stabilizes, the universe no longer needs to shout, it whispers. And when the soul listens, healing begins. Healing isn't forgetting, it's understanding. Forgiveness doesn't absolve the other, it frees you. Each time you forgive, a karmic thread dissolves. Each time you understand, pain turns into light. Compassion is the vibration that breaks the cycle of repetition. Forgiving is reclaiming your life force. Resentment is a vibrational tie to the past. Letting go means saying, now I choose to be present. Every healed wound becomes wisdom. Every shadow embraced becomes strength. The soul doesn't erase anything. It transforms everything into awareness. This personal healing echoes through the collective. Each awakened being is a healed cell in the body of the planet. Families, nations, and even entire eras carry shared karma, and every person who awakens helps to transform it. The healing of one serves the whole. We live in times of accelerated collective karma. Shadows rise because the light grows stronger. Chaos is birth. The planet is giving birth to a new consciousness. The role of the awakened one is not to get lost in the noise. Simply being a clear, grounded presence amid confusion is already an act of service to the light. Every thought is a vibrational vote in the collective timeline. Love expands harmonious futures. Fear strengthens chaotic ones. Choose your vote consciously. A few awakened souls can balance millions still asleep. Light expands exponentially. The fate of humanity is shaped by every single moment of individual clarity. And then comes the revelation, for this very moment, I was born. Nothing is random. You've been prepared over many lifetimes to be here, right now, during this transition. Your purpose is to be awareness in the midst of confusion, light in the midst of shadow, presence in the midst of haste. Destiny is the stage, free will is the actor, and consciousness is the director. With every breath, the universe asks you, how do you want to dance this part? And your answer changes the script. You are not at the mercy of destiny. You are in dialogue with it. Everything that happens is the universe conspiring for your growth. The soul never arrives late. It comes at the exact moment it's ready to choose again. So remember, destiny is flexible because you are eternal. The same energy that moves through you creates galaxies, and the entire universe celebrates when you awaken to that truth. For this moment, you were born. For this moment, you awakened. And what once was destiny is now creation.